The following is a production of Learfield Sports.
This copyrighted telecast is the property of Black Bear Sports Properties, LLC, an affiliate of Learfield Sports, LLC, under rights granted by the University of Maine. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, reproduction, or other dissemination or use of this telecast or any part of it without the express written consent of Black Bear Sports Properties, LLC is prohibited. Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Black Bear Insider. I'm your host, Brian Sullivan. We've got a great show on tap for you. We'll hear from Maine football coach Jack Cosgrove, his guys off to what is arguably the best start in program history. Kelton Cullenberg, the cross-country standout, stops by. Plus, we'll head to coaches in the classroom. Coach Richard Barron getting back to school. We'll meet the Maine men's and women's basketball team at Media Day that's held at the Cross Insurance Center, plus all the sights and sounds from homecoming weekend, not to mention the upcoming schedule brought to you by U.S. Cellular. This is Black Bear.
The Black Bear Insider is brought to you by U.S. Cellular, Fisher Plows, the UMaine Fitness and Recreation Center, EBS Building Supplies, and the law offices of Joe Bornstein.
This place looks pretty good.
I can't load the reviews.
Hi, I'm Bruce from their wireless company. They could have super fast 4G LTE coverage right here with US Cellular. But why do that when slow downloads can take you to exciting new places?
We've been expecting you.
Slumber party!
U.S. Cellular believes you deserve better with the latest 4G LTE devices and fast 4G LTE coverage where and when you need it. U.S. Cellular. Hello better.
No matter what your game is, indoors or out, the Student Recreation and Fitness Center at the University of Maine is your place to play, work out, relax, and have fun. The Rec Center has state-of-the-art cardio and weight training equipment, a pool, spa, and sauna, a running track, and more than 60 fitness classes a week. Or take your game outside with the Maine-bound Adventure Center. Hit the climbing or bouldering wall, learn how to kayak, go rock climbing. Whatever game you like, the Student Recreation and Fitness Center is your place to play.
The Fisher Extreme V. V-Plow performance defined. Until now, introducing the Fisher XV2. Taking V to a whole new extreme. Extreme flared wings. Proven trip edge protection. Double-acting cylinders. A new generation in V-Plow performance. The XV2. Only from Fisher. To learn more about the XV2 and to find a dealer near you, visit fisherplows.com.
Coach Cos, thank you very much for joining us.
Pleasure, Brian.
Standing here on the 50-yard line, Harold Alphonse Sports Stadium, one thing I think that I've noticed in coming to the games throughout the course of this season is the atmosphere. It seems to grow with leaps and bounds every week in and out.
Well, it has been exciting. I got to say, Mother Nature's played a big part in that in comparison to last year. But I think the efforts of the campus, the community to involve themselves in the game has been markedly upgraded from last year to this year. A lot of students, it's been exciting. You go back to the opener against Bryant, and I believe it was Marcus Washaleski noting just the sideline over here being filled with Black Bear students, and that was very motivating for our players. And it's grown each and every week. I mean, homecoming, I don't know what the figures were. I don't know how good of a time everybody had, but I heard it was an outstanding crowd, an outstanding tailgate, an outstanding event throughout the course of the day that ended up with a big win.
And you mentioned the big win. What did you get more enjoyment out of? The victory over William & Mary or the victory for your daughter to win homecoming queen?
Wow, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I'll tell you what, when I heard the news, it wasn't until after the game, and it fired me up. I was very excited for my daughter. Jerry's priceless, my baby, all that stuff. The win was great. That, what is that, the cherry on top?
Absolutely.
There you go.
So, week in and out, you feel like, are you surprised by the performance of your guys as you go make your way through this season?
Well, I think, surprise would be kind of an insult to our team. You always plan on and aspire to greatness. I think that's something that we work at real hard. When this group went to work in January, as the 2013 football team, they were driven by the fact that we talked about being the champions of the CAA, and to get there we would have to show great improvement and great performances on Saturday, and I think we worked in that direction each and every week. You know, there are some mild surprises in regard to the performance level of some individuals who have, you know, kind of really stepped it up and given us more than we've expected. But as a whole, as a team, no, because you could see the commitment from the guys this summer. We had a great preseason, and it's really just carried forward with enriched by the mentality of winning, which builds confidence.
In offense, defense, special teams, it seems like all phases really firing on all cylinders, but each week it's someone else stepping up and able to come through with a win. You know, William and Mary, defense, special teams play very well. Villanova, a great offensive performance.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what you have to count on with a football team, is that there'll be weeks when one of your groups really performs at a high level, maybe more noticeable than the other, but it's a team effort. You know, we know that we're going to have to count on production from our offense, great stops from our defense, and great special teams play from our core units in order to be successful each and every week. The perfect game is when they're all, you know, in sync and playing at a high level, but the perfect game, I don't know how many times that's been played in this game. You know, it's a very, very difficult game. You have great opponents, great competition each and every week. They have in front of us, every team we play has a tremendous level of history and tradition and success. So, you know, they're gonna do their best as well. It really is the pursuit of that great team effort that we're looking for, but knowing every week that perhaps one group is going to stand out ahead of the other.
And you mentioned the teams you play, the Colonial Athletic Association, so well thought of across the nation. Hard to get a pulse of who's who and what's what from a week in and out basis. You know, it's hard to understand who the best is, and really, so far, you guys have proven to be that team.
Well, I think it's smart just to stay within yourself and to play week to week. Our team has embraced that. If you start speculating and prognosticating and all that kind of stuff, you're probably going to end up in trouble and getting ahead of yourself. So, you know, rather than what's everybody else doing, what are we doing? You know, and how are we getting better this week, and how are we preparing for our next opponent?
And, you know, you said it right there. What are you doing weekend in practice? What are you working on to keep getting better with this team?
Well, I think as you go through the season, Brian, you have to take stock of where you are. I mean, we've had now 8 weeks of football, a bye week, and 3 weeks of preseason. So we've been at this for 12 weeks. The body and the mind of the young men we work with is not the same as it was August 4th. I mean, they've been run hard and worked hard. You want to keep the mind sharp. So things like reducing time in practice, reps in practice, not so much quality, but the quantity of and the length of practice is important. And on the other hand, from our players' standpoint, they have to do more and be more disciplined in regards to rest, diet, nutrition, and those type of things that are going to be things that give us an edge in the month of November.
Looks good the rest of the way, am I right?
Well, we're excited to be at this spot. Make no mistake about it. Our football team is very excited, and an opportunity this week with Stony Brook coming into town to get another win in the CAA, and you know, we're at home, which we've done very well at. We're excited about the opportunity to play in front of our fans, all those type of things, but got to play the game.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
All right, Cuz, thank you very much for joining us. We'll now take a look at our main dairy promotion board tip of the week.
Are you getting the most mileage out of your food choices? Protein is an important part of optimizing nutrition throughout the day, but not all protein is the same. High-quality protein can fill you up, make you feel fuller longer, aid in muscle recovery after exercise, and provide other essential nutrients at the same time. Dairy foods such as milk, cheese, and yogurt are good examples of high-quality protein. So keep cheese sticks on hand for a quick grab-and-go snack, make smoothies with milk and yogurt, and refuel with chocolate milk after your workout. Learn more at drinkmainmilk.org.
EBS Building Supplies knows time is the most valuable resource you have. That's why they offer free delivery anywhere in their service area. Fast, convenient, and free. That's the EBS way. So whether you're a professional contractor or a do-it-yourself homeowner, no delivery is too small or too big, and custom ordering is always available. Use EBS free delivery to make your life easier and your home improvement project complete faster. EBS Building Supplies. Can do. Just ask.
Hey Black Bear fans, this is Brandon McGowan, UMaine alum and NFL safety, reminding you that your body needs many kinds of foods to help you play hard and stay healthy. That's why it's important to make sure you fuel up each day with nutrient-rich foods such as low-fat and fat-free dairy, fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, and get at least 60 minutes of physical activity every day. Go to fuelup2play60.com to learn more about how you can eat healthy, get active, have fun, and make a difference.
I know the car accident wasn't technically your fault.
But we,
as the insurance company,
deny this claim.
We might fix your car.
But medical bills?
Pain and suffering?
Lost wages?
You're asking for a lot.
Oh, you've got a lawyer. Joe Bornstein.
This conversation is over.
Call the lawyer you need to know. 1-800-CALL-JOE. Right now.
So how far is this, like, all the way around? If you go and do our course, it's 5 miles, so 8K. So you just go out and do it, like, over and over again to get your 85 in, or do you go, you venture off other places?
We go other places, yeah. We'll try and spend as many miles on the trails as we can without going on roads a lot. But
how many times a week would you say you hit this up?
Pretty much every day we head out this way to start our runs, but so yeah, pretty much every day.
So you're pretty familiar with all that area, huh?
Yeah, very familiar.
How many times would you say you go through it?
I mean, we do it every day, and I mean, on a workout day, we'll warm up, we'll head out this way, and then we'll come back through here, and that's about 3 miles. And then we'll probably go out there for our workout, and then we'll do that for our cool down. And then sometimes on a morning run, we'll do that too. So some days I might run in there like 4 times.
Through an average week, tell us, I mean, you're pounding the pavement. You're really putting some miles in, right?
Yeah, yep. I'm up to 80 to 85 miles a week, which is a lot more than I had been doing my freshman and sophomore year, but a little more than last year.
Talk to me a little bit about how this season has gone for you so far.
It's gone pretty well. Our big meet so far was New England's a week and a half ago, and I got 4th, so that was pretty good. I like that.
You've been honored a couple times by the America East. Tell us a little bit about the awards that you've been recognized with.
Yeah, I was selected as the Performer of the Week 2 times, and I mean, not everyone races every weekend, but it's nice to get recognized for what all the hard work that you're putting in.
And now, as you're going through, take us through a couple of the meets and how they've gone for you guys this year.
Our first meet was an open meet, so it was just us. Our second meet was at UMass, and the scoring was weird. If you had scored everybody, we would have won. We had 2 separate teams out of our 1 team in there, so we got second, but that was a good way to lead off the season. And then we had an open meet, a home meet with UNH, which we won as a team, and then New England's a week and a half ago, and we were 6th out of, I think it was high 30s for teams there. So, and that was a lot better. The year before we were like 20th, so we're looking pretty good this year as a team.
Were you surprised at all with the outcome to score so highly at New England's?
Yeah, definitely. We were shooting for top 10. Top 10 at New England's is pretty good for us, but the 6th place, definitely a surprise.
And moving forward, your goal is ultimately to make it to nationals, right?
Yeah. Only 2 teams from our region make it, and we're ranked 15th right now, so it'd be kind of hard for our team. I mean, it's always possible, but definitely individually, that'd be the ultimate goal too. So.
And in order to make it to nationals, it really comes down to how you do at regionals, is that right?
Yeah, it's all based on how you do at regionals. The teams are selected, there's points and everything throughout the year that they accumulate, but after the teams that make it, it's the next 4 individuals from the whole Northeast.
So as a team or as an individual, you could move on. What do you think would be the possibility, where's your best chance of moving on?
Probably as an individual, just because we haven't faced the teams that collect those points. So if we wanted to make it as a team, we would have to be top 2. And there's some pretty strong programs that are ranked 7th and 13th in the nation, so it'd be a challenge to make it as a team. But
what do you think your strongest possibility is for you personally?
Yeah, I'd definitely would have to have a good race, but the opportunity is always there. That's what's cool about cross country is, you could have a really good day and place 10 or 20 places higher than you normally would by running 20 seconds faster. So it's the possibility is there.
Do you have any kind of a regimen or any superstitions that you go through a night before or a certain meal? What kind of things do you do to get ready?
Yeah, I like to eat well the whole week leading up to it. The night before is pretty important. in the hotel room, I always stretch out and just try and get as relaxed as possible, trying to get as good sleep as I can as well. And then in the morning, always trying to have a good breakfast. And it's kind of hard because a lot of people don't want to eat too soon before their race, but you need that fuel. So I try and always have some snacks and eat often, but not too close to the race. Obviously, you don't want your blood where you're digesting instead of going to your muscles and everything.
Going into the year, did you set goals for yourself?
Yeah. Our team goal was definitely to win conferences. That's always got to be the goal. We didn't know how realistic that was going to be until we got going. But individually, I think it's everyone's goal to make nationals, whether you're at D3 level or D1 level, and that's definitely my biggest goal this year. And obviously, conference title along the way would be really nice.
Well, good luck in achieving those goals, Kelton. We'll now turn our attention to homecoming weekend. Maine football comes away with a big victory, as does the Maine hockey team. Mark Sweeney has his number retired for his career here playing for the baseball team. Let's take a look.
It's definitely an honor. I came to University of Maine for an opportunity and didn't think about this type of stuff. But Billy Swift, Bordick, Coach Winkin, I mean, it's special, a special place. And the reason why I chose it puts a smile on my face, knowing I made a right choice when I came here.
We'll now continue our Coaches in the Classroom series with Coach Richard Barron, teaching us that you need to respect the chemistry.
Was to figure out how many atoms of carbon were in those 12 grams. And after many experiments, he found that the number was a very large one, as we would expect, right? 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd formula units.
Dr. Ferguson has done a lot, especially with the Blue Sky Initiative, really trying to work in kind of a student-centered approach and really understanding the lives of the students, not just what we do in the classroom, what we do on the court, but the entire kind of integration of students into campus life, and that includes the coaches. So seeing us get into the classrooms and kind of reminding us what that's like and to interact is a great initiative. I think it was met with a lot of enthusiasm, not only by the coaches but by the players. It was kind of fun for them to bring the players in. So I had a great time today.
I thought it was a really fun experience to have our coaches come to class with us. Not many wanted to come to my class because they're kind of longer. They're about 3 hours each, most of them. But today I got the opportunity to take Coach Barron to class, and that was really fun.
He knew what he was doing in the worksheets that he handed out to us today, and he actually figured them out quicker than we did.
Not quite riding a bike, but it came back pretty quickly. So it was a lot of fun to be out there and to also just to see the interaction between the faculty and the students is important, because it's a lot of what we do. I mean, how you communicate and how you teach is really important. So seeing how the professor was patient with those who were coming a little slower than others, and how they were bringing kind of real life experience to the chemistry class.
They want to repel each other. To hold them together, there's a nuclear force. To get that energy, to hold those charges together in that very, very small space, Einstein had this brilliant breakthrough of E is equal to mc squared.
They understand what we're going through, even if they hadn't gone to class with us. But I think that them coming to class with us really showed us an appreciation for us as students, not only as athletes. So it was very awesome for them to come to class with us.
I like it. It's like they reach out to see that we actually do take academics seriously as well as we do our sports. So it's not just a one-dimensional thing, and the student-athlete comes first.
And we want students who want the complete experience. We don't want them here just to play basketball. We don't want them here just to be in the classroom. We want them to do both, and to do both well, to the best of their abilities. And I think that the way we do it, they feed off each other. Sometimes there's some conflicts and some sacrifices, and like on a game day when we travel and we've got to make up that work, or time when a kid might have to miss a practice because they've got an exam. But overall, the better they do in the classroom, the better they do on the court, and vice versa. If they're having a good experience playing basketball, they're going to do better in the classroom. It's part of their life and part of who they are.
As the days get shorter and colder, it's hard to believe, but basketball season is here. Our first chance to speak with the Maine men's and women's team for the Black Bears, we did so at Media Day at the brand new Cross Insurance Center.
This has been a great group to work with. We're so excited about this basketball team. Our returning guys really did a tremendous job. One of the best spring workout sequences we've ever had. Guys work extremely hard in the weight room. Matt King did a great job with them in there, and certainly our coaches working extremely hard with them in the springtime on our skill development. So we're really excited about what the returning guys have done coming back, and really love this freshman class. I think this is one of the deeper, ball tough freshman classes that we've had. Great IQ, great passion for the game. They fit very well with each other. Some of the guys have had tremendous international experience already, and we're going to need them throughout the course of this year. But I really like the different way that this team has meshed so far, and really anxious to get out and play somebody else so we can kind of see how it goes against each other. But we've been able to make a couple of different adjustments with our team. I think we have a deeper perimeter, a little bit more skilled across the board. So I think you'll see us play a few more sequences this year where we do go 4 perimeter guys, a little bit younger in the post, but we like the different pieces that we have, and look to continue to improve throughout the course of the year.
We have a lot more depth this year than we've had, if for no other reason than we're healthy. And so I think that being able to bring players in and out will make a difference. So we have a lot of interchangeable parts now. So I think that'll be something they can look forward to. I think Ashley Roberts and Liz Wood will be 2 of the best scorers in the league. Lauren Bodine is, gosh, hands down one of the best shooters I've ever coached. She just looks tremendous right now. And we've got a lot of depth at the point guard position this year. So I think they'll They'll see a lot better ball control maybe than what we've had in the past. That's been a problem for us, is taking care of the ball. And I think these kids have learned a lot from last year in terms of taking care of the ball and really are emphasizing that in practice.
I think we were just overall more confident and more comfortable with each other. Last year we were really young and we didn't really have anything to go off of, but this year we have better chemistry and we know what we're doing, and I think that's really going to show on the court.
We're coming along well, you know. Then we're going to have a lot of 4 guards, one big, but we can also go 2 bigs, 3 guards. You know, we want to get out and run a lot. We have a lot of fast guards, so I think we got to push the tempo.
This year's team is definitely a special group of individuals. We have a mixed skill set. Everyone has a lot of different things that they bring to the team. Our chemistry is great. Our team has definitely bonded in the first few months that we've been together. And also the girls coming back, we've all been just helping everyone blend in. This year we're expecting a lot. Our team has been working hard. We came back better than ever this preseason, and we've been working hard, so I'm expecting a lot out of this year.
This is great, and we've always had some challenges going back and forth. I mean, even walking across the parking lot to Alphon, you know, was a challenge at times, certainly. So it was you know, people worked hard to make it the best setup they could, but you know, as we know, it was a very difficult scenario to be in there all the time. But this is just a beautiful place, even from a recruiting standpoint, just to be able to have a recruit on campus and show them this is where we play. We've never had a chance to do that, ever. And so, you know, walking guys in here has certainly made a huge impression on that. I think it's really helped with this freshman class, and I'm sure it will continue to help with freshman classes as we move forward.
And this facility is great. I mean, it ranks among one of the top in American East. You know, it's real nice in the great city of Bangor. So I expect to have a lot of fans at the games and, you know, great fan support. You got to put on the show for the fans.
I mean, it's a beautiful arena, and the best part about it is it's our home. So we get to practice here. You know, this is where we're playing all the time, besides the one game in the pit. So I think we can make it our own and defend our house.
Some big games lie ahead for the Maine Black Bears. Here is your U.S. Cellular upcoming schedule.
Hi, I'm Bruce from Her Wireless Company. She could have super fast 4G LTE coverage way out here with US Cellular. But why do that when slow downloads can be so dramatic?
Wait, what happened? Does she marry Philippe? Philippe is a pompous half-wit. Philippe is an angel!
That's entertainment.
US Cellular believes you deserve better. Download up to 10 times faster with 4G LTE coverage where and when you need it. US Cellular. Hello better.
Well, that wraps up another exciting episode of Black Bear Insider. Thank you very much for joining us, sports fans. We'll be back here in 2 weeks. If you want more Black Bear information until then, go to goblackbears.com. They've got scores, schedule, highlights, everything you could want. But for right now, we'll say, go Black Bears.